What's up, guys? It's Sam here, and I wanted to show you something that I'm experiencing, and I want to hear what you're experiencing, and if you're experiencing anything like this when you're marketing through Facebook organically. But before I get started, if this is your first time here, make sure you press that like button as well as subscribe. I'm documenting my journey of getting to $100 a day online. So if you want to follow along, press that little bell notification and you'll get notified every time I post a video. What's good? What's better than that? You say pizza, and I would argue with you. I think getting a notification about me on your phone would be way better than pizza, bro. Anyways, so I'm looking at the data here, and I want to go over that with you. And we'll start in YouTube. So I've got the data here from the beginning of November up and through till December 16th. So what this is I have the data for Facebook, and then there's like a mobile Facebook right there or something selected, and you get to see like, holy shit, the traffic from Facebook's growing, and it looks like it's doing great, right? Like from the beginning of November up until recently, I mean, like what I have, it's continued to grow. I mean, it looks like it's flattened out a little bit there, but it's continued to grow. So then I was like, okay, and I looked at the weekly data. Now, weekly data tells a different story. The weekly data looks like for the past 2 weeks, so it's the same time frame from November 1st through the 16th, but you saw it peaked out right here at 80 minutes, an hour and 20 minutes, and then it came down here, and now the week that just finished, it's over here. We don't have any data for the 16th yet, so the data is going to be slightly off, but you see there's a drop. So I'm like, what this fucking go? I was like, what is going on? How is the traffic dropping from Facebook? Like, I'm doing more outreach and I'm doing more dumping water in my face for my drink, and I'm seeing less results. So I'm wondering what's going on. Like, what am I doing that's fucking shit up? So then what I decided to do was look into Facebook, and I looked at the reach of all the posts and the post clicks. That's what Facebook calls it. So they don't say whether the post clicks are as in I wrote a long one and so it says click here for more of the posts that I wrote, or if post clicks means a hashtag click, or if post clicks means a comment, or if post clicks means, well, actually I don't think it means a comment. No, I'm looking at this thing. It says reactions, comments, and shares. So or a link click. So it doesn't say any of that. So what I did is I pulled up all of the reach, meaning the impressions essentially that I've had for the posts for the past time frame up until the beginning of November. And I wanted to see what's going on. So let me show you this. So right here, so this is what YouTube obviously looks, or Facebook looks like. This is the reach on like a daily basis, about 400. This is the time frame. The best time for my reach is around noon. Now we come down here, we look at these posts, right? So I got 90 in this one from yesterday, 90, 250. 300. This is all organic. And right over here, this little blue bar right above the pink, that's the number of clicks. So this one got 19, 0, 13, 9, 6. The pink is the reactions, comments, and shares, it says. If you come over here. On Instagram engagement is the total number of likes and comments. I don't have my Instagram linked with this. So you look at this, and I'm looking. And I see that I actually have a decent number of clicks on here. And then I was like, well, how is it relative to over the last 30 days? And you get, as you scroll down, the date is over there on the left-hand side. So look at this. Date's over here. Now we're getting into November. And you see that there's a lot less. So I want to know what the fuck is going on, because people are clicking on more now than they were in the past. And I'm not sure why that's not translating into more minutes watched here on YouTube. Unless that's like a hashtag they're clicking on. And I was wondering if you have any understanding on what that is and what could be causing that. Because for the last 2 weeks, I've seen a drop in the amount of minutes, like the conversion from Facebook to YouTube in terms of minutes watched. So I'm curious. Let's take a look here. Views. That's just the total views. So I'm just curious. So what I did was actually took just, this is completely side note, but I took the last 30 posts that I put on Facebook, and so you just get to see the frequency. So over the last 8 days, I have had 30 posts. So whatever that comes out to be, like 3.25 posts per day on average. Roughly. The weekends I actually post a little bit more. And I took the number of post clicks from Facebook. So I took that data, so the reach and the post clicks, and then you put one or the other and you get a conversion, or like that's what I'm calling my conversion rate from Facebook. And I put that into a spreadsheet here. Let this thing get into focus. So the date, and that was the day. So in that 8-day period, I posted, right here is the count. This is 30. The average conversion is 3%. So anything, and then I put conditional formatting on here for anything over 5%. So anything in green is over 5%. Look at that, fucking 12% conversion, but I only had a reach of 96 right here. But even on this 171 reach, I had 8% conversion, 5%. That's a small number as well. Come up here, I had set almost 6% conversion on 320, so that's pretty good. However, I'm not sure why it's not converting to actual watch time on YouTube, and I guess it may. And the average over that whole time is about 3%. In terms of over the last 30 posts, the average post clicks is about 3% of the time. But I'm curious to know why it's not increasing the amount of watch time on YouTube. Maybe a better metric to look at would have been the total number of views over that time period on YouTube relative to YouTube. And maybe I can put that together next. But I'm not sure. And if you have any feedback on what could be causing that, let me know down below in the comments. I'm very curious to know why that's happening, and we'll see how this week plays out. At the end of this week, I will give some updated data on that. And if you have any questions, also leave those down below in the comments. I'm doing some stuff on Pinterest as well as Twitter and LinkedIn, and I'm posting my results on how I'm getting the traffic to YouTube from those other platforms. And lastly, if you want to support the channel or my journey of getting to $100 a day online, there's a link in the description for a book. It's The One Thing by Gary Keller. Very interesting book. I enjoyed it. I've actually listened to it twice. I like that. Gary Keller is the guy who started the Keller Williams. He's one of the guys who started Keller Williams. He's got a bunch of books out there, but I enjoyed The One Thing. So I'm going to put a link for the description in the description for Amazon, and it's Amazon Associate link, which means that if you use my link to purchase that book or literally anything on Amazon, so you click on that link and then whatever you do purchase for the holidays or anything, I will get a small portion of the profit on that. So instead of it going to Amazon, it goes to me. A lot of times the range is somewhere in the 1 to 10%, where 10 is like a digital product. So if you'd like to support the channel financially but don't give me money, then do that, and that way it doesn't cost you anything more, but I just get a small portion of it. And thank you so much for watching. Peace.